students. You're welcome to another edition of our online school. My name is David O. Lemon, the mathematics instructor for White Knight Academy. Today we're going to be considering a new topic entirely, a very simple one for that matter, simultaneous equation. So at the end of today's lesson, you'll be expected to be able to define and even recognize, identify a simultaneous equation. You will also be able to use substitution method and elimination method to solve a simultaneous equation. So the first question is, what is a simultaneous equation? What is simultaneous equation? A simultaneous equation is an equation that has two unknowns. It has two unknowns. For example, you can have x and y. There are two different unknowns. I can also have a and b. So these are the different combinations that we have. So a very good example of a simultaneous equation is this. 2x minus y is equal to 8 and 3x plus y is equal to 17. So you can see that there are two equations and two unknowns. So the unknowns there are x and y in this case. And the second example is 2m minus n is equal to 5 and 3m plus 2n is equal to 14. The unknown in this example is m and n. Alright, so let's go forward. Simultaneous equation can come in unique forms. This is the basic form. The example I gave previously is actually the basic form of simultaneous equation. But when you begin to go higher, you begin to see different forms. Like we have an example here. You have 2 over x minus 1 over y is equal to 3. And 4 over x plus 3 over y is equal to 16. So this is also another way of writing simultaneous equation. In this case, our unknown will be 1 over x and 1 over y. Sorry, I didn't put it there. Now, another way we can have simultaneous equation is this. You have 2x minus 3y plus 2 is equal to x plus 2y minus 5 is equal to 3x plus y. Now, many of you might not be able to know if you are not told that this is a simultaneous equation. It is actually. Of course, number one, we have x and y as a unknown. Then number two, we can break it down. And in the next class, we're going to be treating an example of this sort. Now, another type of simultaneous equation in a unique form is when we have something like 3 raised to power 2a minus b is equal to 1, and 2 raised to power a plus b is equal to 8. You can see that this is coming in an indicial or exponential form. It's indices, 3 raised to power 2a minus b and 2 raised to power a plus b. And so in the next class, we're going to be treating these types of simultaneous equation. There are 3 basic methods that is used in solving simultaneous equation. We have the substitution method, we have the elimination method, and the graphical method. Of course, in advanced mathematics, there are some other complex methods because there are other complex simultaneous equations. But for this level, we are making use of substitution elimination majorly, but there's also graphical. The first example, we are going to be using our substitution method to solve the simultaneous equation. Okay. So here, these are simultaneous equation. A minus 2b is equal to 9. That's equation 1. And 2a plus 3b is equal to 4. That is equation 2. Equation 2. Alright. Okay. Now, in the solution, we have like 2 or 3 steps. Just 3 steps. The first step in this method, substitution method, is to make A the subject of formula in equation 1. Make A the subject of formula in equation 1. And so in equation 1, A minus 2b is equal to 9. You make A the subject, that is, you allow A to stand alone. So you carry 2b to the other side. So if we do that, we have A is equal to 9 plus 2b. You can see minus 2b on the left hand side, but when it crosses to the right hand side, it becomes a plus. Take note of that. Therefore, in the step 2, we're going to be substituting. We substitute A in equation 2. The word substitution means replace. For footballers, when we say you substitute a footballer, a player, that means you remove a player on the field and you bring another player that is on the bench. So here we're going to be replacing A with 9 plus 2b in equation 2. So equation 2 states that 2a plus 3b is equal to 4. So instead of writing a, we are going to put 9 plus 2b there, since a is equal in value to 9 plus 2b. Let's see how we do that. 2a means 2 times a, so we are going to multiply 2 by 9 plus 2b. Therefore, we say 2 multiplied by 9 plus 2b, or we say 2 open bracket 9 plus 2b, close bracket, plus 3b. The 3b here is also repeated here, is equal to 4. Many students do omit the 3b. By the time they substitute 9 plus 2b in place of a, they will now omit the 3b. No, you are not to omit 3b. You only remove a from here, and then you replace it with 9 plus 2b. Then you go ahead with your former equation plus 3b is equal to 4. Then you open the bracket, you expand the bracket by using 2 on the outside to multiply everything inside the bracket. You use 2 to multiply 9, and use 2 to multiply 2b. When you multiply 2 by 9, it gives you 18. And when you multiply 2 by 2b, it gives you 4b. You have opened the bracket. Then you go ahead and continue plus 3b is equal to. Okay, then 18 is repeated here, plus 4b plus 3b will give you 7b. So therefore, you have 18 plus 7b is equal to 4. And then you carry 18 from the left hand side to the right hand side. We call it collect right hands. So normally there's an invisible plus here. So when you are bringing 18 to the other side here, it will become minus. So 7b will now become, it will be equal to 4 minus 18. And therefore that's minus 14. That means 7b is equal to minus 14, and then you divide both sides by 7. b will be equal to minus 14 over 7, and that will be minus 2. We have gotten the value of b, but we are left with the value of a. So the third step is to substitute b in equation asterisk. This is equation asterisk. We are going to substitute b in equation asterisk. Alright, so since equation asterisk is a is equal to 9 plus 2b, therefore you say a is equal to 9 plus, you remove b and you put the value, the numerical value of b that we got. Therefore you have a is equal to 9 plus 2 bracket minus 2, or 2 multiplied by minus 2, we put it in bracket because of the minus. Then that means you have a is equal to 9 minus 4. Here you have plus 2 times minus 2 will give you minus 4. Plus times minus is minus. You are multiplying plus 2 outside with minus 2 inside the bracket. Therefore, you are going to have minus 4. And then the answer will be 5. The value of a is 5. Then let's do a quick cross check. We are going to be using the second equation. Our second equation is 2a plus 3b is equal to 4. So since a is 5, we remove a and put 5 there. And b is minus 2, remove b and put minus 2 there. So let's see whether 2 times 5 will give us 10. 2 times 5 gives us 10. Then 3 plus 3 times minus 2 will give you minus 6. So 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. So that means that our value is correct. And the reason why we do a cross check is so that if you made a mistake, maybe where you're supposed to use minus, you use plus, and you still got an answer, you would know by the time you cross check. So the answer for this question is 5 and minus 2. A is 5 and B is minus 2. Okay, and then let's go to example 2. Example 2. Example 2. Example 2 says, find x and y using elimination method. Find the value of x and y using elimination method. So the question says 2x minus y is equal to 8. That's equation 1. 3x plus y is equal to 17. Equation 2. And our solution, the first step here in this case is to add equation 1 to equation 2. We are eliminating. We are going to be eliminating one of the unknowns, either y or x. And for us to eliminate either y or x, the coefficient has to be equal in value. It has to be equal in value. So we add equation 1 and equation 2. Since the coefficient of y are equal in value and opposite in sign, they have opposite sign, that's why we are adding. If they have similar signs, they have equal signs, then we are subtracting. Whether it's plus plus or minus minus, we'll be subtracting. So you either add or you subtract when you're using elimination method. But before you add or subtract, the coefficient of the unknown you want to eliminate must be equal. In this case, from the question we're given, the coefficients are both equal. This is 1 minus 1 or 1, and this is also 1. The coefficient of y is 1 in both cases, but the signs are different. That's why we are adding. But assuming we want to eliminate x, you can see that the coefficient of x in both equations is not the same. It's not equal value, so we have to make them equal, assuming it is x we want to eliminate. So if you want to eliminate x, then you multiply equation 1 by 3 and equation 2 by 2, so that 3 times 2x will give you 6x, and 2 times 3x will give you 6x. So we have successfully made both the coefficient in both equations the same. Then we can go ahead and either add or subtract depending on the sign. So, but in this case, we have been given the coefficient of y equal. They are equal in value, but the signs are different. And the reason why we are adding is because the signs are different. So we go ahead, we can see here. So you see a plus sign. Then when you add 3x to 2x, it gives you 5x. Then minus y plus y will give you 0. It will cancel out automatically. So we are not writing anything here, because in mathematics 0 means nothing. Equals to 8 plus 17 gives you 25. It gives us 25. Then the next thing we're going to do is to divide both sides by 5. So x is going to be equal to 25 divided by 5. And our answer is 5. Our x is 5. Then the second step is to substitute x in equation 1. We have gotten the value of x. So we go to equation 1, which is 2x minus y equals 8. This is our equation 1. And then we substitute the value of x. We replace x with 5. So 2 bracket 5, we put 5 in a bracket to show that you are multiplying. Then minus y is equal to 8. So 2 times 5 is 10. Then minus y is equal to 8. And then y is going to be 2. We want to use logic. 10 minus 2 will give you 8. Therefore, the value of y is 2. But this is the method. I bring y from the left hand side to the right hand side. I want to economize the method. When you bring y from the left hand side to the right hand side, it becomes a plus. And then you have 8 plus y. Then you now carry 8 from the right hand side to the left hand side. So that means we have 10 minus 8 will be equal to y. I hope you understand. Because if we don't do that, if we carry 10 first to this side, some people will now omit the minus, and the minus must not be omitted if that is the case. Therefore, you have the value of y to be 2. Then to do a cross check, using the second equation, 3x plus y is equal to 17 is the second equation. We're going to use that to cross check our solution. So the value of x is 5, and the value of y is 2. So we'll replace x with 5 and replace y with 2. So 3 times 5 gives us 15. Then plus 2, so 15 plus 2 will give us 17 on the left hand side. So the right hand side is equal to the left hand side. So those are two examples to show substitution method and elimination method for solving simultaneous equation. And so here I have two simple exercises for you. The first one is a substitution, and the second one is an elimination. The first one here, you are also going to be making A the subject of the formula in equation 1. And then you go ahead, use the example, follow the example. And the second one, the coefficients of Q in equation 1 and equation 2, they are the same here, they are equal. So they have equal value and equal sign. So because the signs are equal, we're going to be subtracting this time around, not adding. Because the signs are equal, it's plus plus, we're going to be subtracting so that 3q can subtract 3q and cancel out, and then you go ahead with the rest. So we have come to the end of today's class. I want to believe that you understand everything you've been taught so far. I'll see you next class. Have a wonderful week ahead of you.